If you are new to watching Black Clover, then this is perfect for you because I will explain the magic system in the universe of Black Clover so you don't have to do that. Before I do though, hit the like button. I want you to subscribe and hit the notification button because I will be doing a lot of Black Clover videos on this channel. So if you don't want to miss it, then I suggest you do so. So let's start with the source of strength for most fighters in Black Clover. That source is mana. So what exactly is mana? Mana is an energy form used in the world of Black Clover. It is a natural energy source that exists within everything, meaning everyone possesses some level of mana which they can use to complete everyday tasks like flying on brooms, cooking, and even cutting wood. Some people possess a superior affinity for mana, while others have just enough to do basic magic. In extreme rare occasions, some can be born without any mana at all. Our main character Asta is the only known character to be born without any mana whatsoever. People blessed with high levels of mana often come from noble backgrounds, whereas low levels can be found within commoners or peasants. Genetics can play a huge role in the levels of mana a person is born with. However, that is not necessarily the case. For example, it is possible for two individuals with a high mana level to give birth to an offspring with a low one. Having high levels of mana allows a user to perform magic related tasks with ease and access high level spells compared to a lower level user. The amount of mana a person possesses determines how they are actually treated in society. People blessed with high levels of mana live within or around the capital. They get access to better opportunities in life, whereas those with low amounts get discriminated against as they are forced to live in the outskirts of the Clover Kingdom. The amount of mana a person can use is not bottomless, as there is a limit. When a person uses up all their mana, they will suffer from extreme exhaustion, or they will be rendered unconscious or flat out just die. Having a tremendous amount of mana does not guarantee your success in using it, as lacking the ability to control it renders it useless or unusable. For example, Noelle, who comes from nobility, possesses a higher than average mana level. However, due to her lack of control, any spell she produced was unsuccessful. It wasn't until she trained hard and learned better mana control that she was finally able to unleash high level spells. Outside of spells though, there are other uses for mana. A prime example are the mana zone and mana skin. Mana zone allows a user to harness the natural mana flowing in their surrounding area and manipulate it to their will. This allows them to use powerful spells that wouldn't be possible with their current capabilities. Offensively, they can use this mana to increase or enhance the size of their attacks or launch attacks from any particular direction they wish. Mana Zone is often used for surprise attacks as well as keeping the enemies from escaping. Defensively, a person can use it to heighten their mana detection sensors, which will in turn give them the ability to detect people hidden in their surrounding. A good example of this is when Luck used it to detect powerful mages within a dungeon. The next one is Mana Skin. So Mana Skin acts as a protective barrier around a user. In the manga, people have used it to protect themselves from mana-rich areas. Locations that are rich in mana are usually considered dangerous due to their unusual climate. For example, the Grand Magic Zones. So a Grand Magic Zone is an area so dense with mana it would be extremely difficult for an average person to survive there. Even high-level captains like Merliona Vermilion used Mana Skin in order to help her with the harsh environment of the ultimate volcano mountain mana zone. There is such a thing as negative mana. Negative mana resides within the underworld, which is a realm in which demons or devils reside. So a mage can use negative mana to enhance their magic abilities. However, in doing so, they run the risk of corrupting their body's soul and mind. Call it a double-edged sword if you like. Due to its harmful nature, it is basically considered as forbidden magic. The next stage of using mana is Grimoire. So when a mage turns 15 years of age, they attend a Grimoire attendance ceremony where they will be given their Grimoire. A Grimoire is a spellbook which enhances a mage's capability to transform mana into magic. This means a user can cast a range of spells leagues above their normal magical capabilities. So in summary, a grimoire grants a mage access to the fullest extent of their magical abilities. It has been stated to be impossible for a mage to use another person's grimoire. So each grimoire's cover has their respective kingdom symbol branded on it when the mages receive it for the first time. The current kingdoms we know of are the Clover Kingdom, the Heart Kingdom, the Spade Kingdom, and the Diamond Kingdom. It is possible for mages from foreign kingdoms to receive a grimoire with a symbol of the kingdom they currently reside. Though how that happens has not been explained yet, my guess is that the symbol has nothing to do with their nationality, but rather the kingdom where they received it. A great example is Yuno, who was originally from the Spade Kingdom. However, he received a 4-leaf clover grimoire. So in the Clover Kingdom, the amount of leaves that appear on a grimoire differs from person to person. The most common are the 3-leaf clover, with each leaf symbolizing a certain virtue. The 3-leaf grimoire represents faith, hope, and love, whereas the 4th leaf is considered as rare and represents luck. The 4-leaf grimoire is received by those gifted and special. It is also possible for a grimoire to gain a 5th leaf. In order for that to happen, the owner of a 4-leaf grimoire must fall into complete despair, which in turn corrupts the book. During this process, the grimoire gains its 5th leaf and a dark color. What separates a 5-leaf grimoire from the others is the fact that a devil gains the ability to possess it, which in turn allows them to manifest their fullest potential. It's basically the same thing that happens when a mage receives their grimoire. Receiving their grimoire allows them to manifest their powers to the fullest extent, and the same thing happens for a devil once they get their hands on a corrupted grimoire. So when a devil possesses a grimoire that already has an owner, it allows them to gain the devil's ability. So Asta is currently the only person to possess a 5-leaf grimoire that is possessed by a devil. So the devil basically grants him the ability to use anti-magic. Each grimoire comes with its own element, which actually depends on the mage who is using it. Every mage is born with one element, and there are currently 4 major elements in the world. Any other variation of elemental spells that you will see in the show that is cast will actually be derived from these 4 elements. So for example, smoke magic comes from a wind attribute, as well as ice magic coming from water. The rules are very simple. No mage can use another attribute besides the one that they are born with, and if you are born with water, you cannot use wind, fire, or earth-based spells. There are rare occasions where some mages are born with rare attributes like light and space. Having one affinity does not hinder your ability to use similar magic to another. For example, healing magic can be done through all affinities. When using fire to heal, the user is engulfed in a form of fire, whereas an earth user surrounds you with healing leaves. There are cases where certain mages are able to use 2 affinities. One is when they have been experimented on using science to grant them another attribute. For example, Mars was born with a crystal attribute. However, due to the power of science, he also gained the ability to use fire. Another instance of a dual attribute is Miss Charmy. She is a hybrid of a human and a dwarf, thus giving her the ability to use cotton and food magic. My best guess is that each race comes with one affinity, so using the rules established, you could possibly gain 3 different affinities if you derive from 3 different races, but that is just another theory for another time. So finally, when a user receives their grimoire, the pages are usually empty, as the user needs to train and grow in order to unlock new spells and abilities. This means that the grimoire will eventually be filled as the user progresses in life. Unlocking a new spell usually happens when a user is at a point where emotions run high or has a change of determination. It is possible for them to find scrolls that already contain spells. These spells will automatically be added into their grimoire, thus giving them an additional spell on an empty page. Now, let me explain some of the rare magic currently known, right? So the first one is anti-magic. Anti-magic is an ability that nullifies other forms of magic. It is an ability granted to Asta by the devil who possesses his 5-leaf grimoire. Anti-magic can only bewildered by one who has no magic at all. Light magic allows a user to manipulate light. What makes light magic special is the fact that it's one of the rare affinities a mage can be born with. Moreover, offensive attacks with light magic comes at blinding speeds, which make it hard for regular mages to avoid. Creation magic allows users to shape their magic into objects like chains or entities like sheep. Spatial magic allows a user to create tears in the fabric of space with ease. The ability can be used to transport anything from one location to the other. Union magic is a contribution of magic from different mages and attributes as a single powerful spell. It is mostly used offensively. Gravity magic allows a user to manipulate gravity. They can push and pull anything around them, as well as make objects or people float at will. It can be used to enhance the speed and strength of attack. Dream magic allows a user to manifest a unique dimension in which they can control its rules. The limits to what a user can do with the dream world is up to their imagination. Spirit magic is a rare form of magic that allows a user to be aided by an elemental spirit. They serve as an enhancement to a mage's current magic abilities. Spirits have the same attributes as the master they serve. Time magic allows a user to manipulate time. They are capable of accelerating, slowing, or stopping the flow of time. Time magic also gives the user precognition abilities to see further into time. It allows you to reverse the wounds and spells to a point where they never even occurred. The number of attributes and abilities the mages display in Black Clover gives us an incredible variety of magic we can see, thus making every single mage somewhat unique in their own way. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes if you want to see more Black Clover content on this channel. Also, drop your comments below on what type of Black Clover related content you want to see. With that being said, that is basically the coverage of Mana. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. With that being said, the next video is coming soon and I have nothing more to say. I hope you enjoyed my explanation, and bye.